Musicality Mondays, Litty Mondays, Litty Mondays. With Jazicality Mondays, Litty Mondays, Litty Mondays. I know you were looking for something, maybe you'll find it right here, baby.
A Make Your Own Trophy Records production. Hi everyone, welcome back to Musicality Mondays. I'm your host, Jazicality, and thank you so much if you are watching on the podcast platforms or if you're right here on the YouTube channel. Today, we have a lot of great things going on. We have a very special guest. He is a singer, a band leader, and he works at Black Label Music. We have Vinny Franco, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Jazicality.
Hi.
I'm excited to be here.
Yay, me too. So, can you tell us a little bit about working at Black Label Music? What goes on there?
Yeah, so we are a music sync licensing company.
Okay.
And I work there as a producer, and I handle a lot of marketing tasks and sales. So a lot of my job is just meeting clients and with the intention to like build a relationship with them and nurture them over time, and then sell some licenses to some of our music from our catalog.
Wow.
Our clients are like video producers.
Okay.
So people that work in ads or work in movies, stuff like that. And my job is basically to plug our music to them.
Okay.
Our music
Yes.
is produced in-house by me, my boss, our coworker Ibe, and also we have publishing deals with artists from a lot of Minneapolis artists, but just any professional artist that wants to send music and have it in sync licensing can basically hit us up and get their music on our catalog, so we can pitch that at TV and movies, stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So are you writing constantly, or when an artist comes in, do you then write with them, you know?
It depends, because it depends on what I'm doing specifically at that time.
Oh.
Most of the time, I really just work on the sales and the marketing side of the business. Okay. But if there is a need for production, I can hop in and I can write music. And in that case, sometimes I will like build a song from scratch based on references, and then write the vocals and write the lyrics and all of that. And then I can have somebody come in and sing what I wrote. And sometimes it's more of a collaborative process. So instead of them just learning what I made, they can take the song and write something to it themselves. So, yeah. That's
really cool.
Yeah.
This whole time, because, you know, I met Young and Busy.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't know, that you were signed to this label. Is it a label?
It's like it's not a music label, which is like a little bit, what is it called? Because it's in the name. Our name is Black Label Music.
It's a catalog?
Yeah,
it's a
catalog specifically for sync licensing. So,
okay.
Yeah, we serve like a single function that a label normally serves.
Okay.
A lot of labels work with places like Black Label Music as like a third party.
Okay.
To plug their artists with sync licensing opportunities, but we only handle sync licensing. So
very cool.
Yeah.
And how long have you worked there?
I worked there as an intern a little over a year ago, and then I started working part-time in April and then full-time in July.
Nice.
So it's been pretty recent.
Is it fun?
I mean, it's fun. It's fun to like be able to write music and get paid for it. It's fun, like, and I love being able to just meet people in the community.
Yeah.
I've just been able to meet so many amazing, influential, and powerful people by being at my job.
Absolutely.
Just because I'm in those spaces, which I never thought I would. I didn't even realize these spaces existed essentially until I started the job.
Okay.
But I think like what's most fulfilling to me is I'm like at the forefront of a movement to help get artists who are extremely talented and extremely deserving paid, essentially, by plugging their music into these different places like TV, movies, and ads and stuff.
The dream.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. And it's hard to get those placements, but it's worthwhile. Like, so look into sync licensing, you guys.
You should do that for real, yeah.
It's important. So
when did you know that you wanted to be a musician?
Man, well, I mean, I think I started really wanting to be a musician when I was like 12.
Okay.
And yeah, that's when I started really just incessantly singing all the time. And that hasn't stopped since then. So that's around when I knew. But I was a musician since I was like 9 or something. But I wasn't singing. I was like playing viola.
That's not usually what people say, the viola.
Yeah, this is the viola. I chose it because I wanted to be different.
Good. What'd you see kids playing?
Other kids played violin and cello. I mean, like some people don't even know the viola exists.
That's true.
You know?
What's the difference between those?
Like viola's just bigger. Violin is just like a little deeper.
All right.
You know?
Where'd you grow up? What school was this at?
I grew up at St. Pizzy Paul.
I was like, I'm sorry, what?
St. Paul. And I went to a little school called Minnesota Waldorf School when I was like a child.
Okay.
And they had a little orchestra program there, so
nice.
So it's chill. It's also, I mean, they also had choir there. That's how I started singing in the first place too. So.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So, were you born here then?
Yeah, I was born in St. Paul.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. But
okay.
I am the only person in my family that was born in St. Paul. My sister was born in Flagstaff, Arizona. My mom was from like Louisiana, and my dad is from Puerto Rico. So like,
wow.
I don't know how I ended up here, but here we are, and it's cold as hell right now.
Yes. It really is. Oh my God. Does your family still live here at all?
My dad lives in Florida. My mom lives in St. Paul. My sister lives in St. Paul.
Okay.
The rest of my Puerto Rican family is in like New York and St. Paul. And my mom's side of the family is in a lot of Arizona. Like
nice. Okay.
Arizona. So.
Oh my God. One of our guests just moved from Tucson, Arizona. His name's Jose. He's a photographer.
Oh.
You should check him out. He's pretty crispy with the lens, bro.
Crispy with the lens. Yeah, so that's what's up. Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Okay. What made you move?
Music school. So 8 years ago, I went to McNally Smith College of Music, and I stayed after it closed down a year and a half later.
Yeah. What'd you go for?
Vocal performance.
Okay.
Okay. That's right.
So did it close down while you were there? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, literally, it was the worst day of my life. But
did you have to like transfer? You transfer your credits?
No, I just I became a YouTuber, and I worked.
Hell yeah.
That's and I'm still doing it. You know, you gotta chase the dream, no matter how long it takes.
What are you like doing for work?
I work at US Bank. I've done like 10 different jobs, and I told someone that recently. They're like, "How old are you?" I'm 26. Thank you. But yeah, you know, I've been working since I was 15. My first job was at McDonald's. Don't work there. No, I'm kidding. It was bad. Oh my God. But yeah, here I am.
Hell yeah. You know, hell yeah. Y'all got to start somewhere, man.
That's true.
McDonald's at 15. Shit, man. I was just trying to get a job at 15, dude. Everybody denied me.
They denied me.
Of course, I walked up and I was like, "Hello, sir."
No, because
Bro, I was awkward as hell when I was a child. Like,
I mean, same.
Dude, I was like, I had no like, I could not like walk into spaces and like know what was going on. Like, I was like, you know what I mean?
What do you mean? Because I was gonna ask. Like,
I was like, I remember I would like walk places and I'd be like, "Hello, guys."
Okay, yeah.
I was
like just extremely, just like.
I was shy
I want to talk to you, but I can't.
Man, I was shy as hell when I was a kid.
Me too, dude.
Like I was extroverted, but like never like extroverted in a way that I actually knew how to like interact with people. You know what I mean? I was just like, loud as fuck.
Yes, absolutely.
On here?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. That's my favorite question. It happens every time.
That's funny.
And it's so funny because sometimes I'll curse and like nobody notices, and then they'll curse and they'll be like, "Wait, oh my God." And it's so funny because
that's funny.
People have told me when I curse it doesn't sound like I curse, but then when they notice, they're just like, "Did you just say that?" So it's
That's
weird.
hilarious, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you used to go by Vince the Prince?
Oh my Lord. Yes.
Really?
Yes, back in the day, yes.
What happened? Why did it change?
It's because man, I just could not take myself seriously.
Okay.
Like I made it in 2 seconds. Like I was making some music with my friend. He passed away. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But we were sitting together, and he was like, "You know what you should go by?" We were high as hell. I'm not gonna lie. He said, "You know what you should go by? You should go by Vince the Prince." And I was like, "Yeah." And so, like, literally the next week, I went and got a song made, and I released it under Vince the Prince. And then that stuck for like 3 years.
Wow.
But then I just started going by Vinny Franco. So.
And where did that name come from?
I feel like I'm doxing myself. Like,
wait,
this
what do
is
you
funny.
mean? Like,
these are not my government names, you guys. Vince the Prince is my government name.
no, it's not. No, it's not.
It is,
No way. Wait, what's your real name?
Jaime Vincent Rosa Chavez.
I believe you. Is
That's
this a
it.
joke?
No, that's real.
No, because
I
I feel like. Do you have 4 names?
Yeah. Because I got a split last name.
You're like, let me pull up my ID. I'm like, I believe you, bro. I believe you. But wow. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured your name probably isn't Vinny Franco.
Yeah.
But like, so did you, wait, can you say your name again, the full one?
Jaime Vincent Rosa Chavez.
So it comes from the Vincent part, right?
Yeah, because I go by Vincent. Like I've always gone by Vincent. So.
Where does the Franco part come from?
That's because I was obsessed with Frank Ocean for like a long time, and then I
That's
just
really
like how
cool.
it flowed, man. You know, and I always liked that name, and then like and then like both of the Franco brothers are like toxic ass people.
Oh,
so I'm not affiliated with them. I never thought I never thought anybody would think I was, but like you know what I mean. Just to let you know for sure.
I don't even know who that is.
Like James Franco.
Oh my God, I do Spider-Man and all of that. The universe of Marvel. I was just like, I don't know who you're talking about. I can't remember what the other one looks like, but yeah.
He looks like the same, I feel like.
He does, but he looks like a comic book version of him.
Yeah.
Like comic book characters,
yeah, he definitely looks like more like he'd been in the bathtub, you know what I mean?
Sorry, like the squeaky clean version, or like?
Yeah, you know, just like you've been sitting in the bathtub, you kind of come out looking a little different, you know what I mean?
No.
Really?
Well, I mean, if you sit in the bathtub, like you get wrinkles on your hand, but.
Yeah, sort of like that.
You think he looks wrinkly?
Man, no, just like, moist and like kind of damp. Like
Oh my God.
Don't worry about it, you guys.
Don't worry about it. It's like, I didn't authorize this.
Sorry about that, you guys. My bad. Sorry, the scene.
No, I'm kidding.
I apologize, Minneapolis music scene.
And wherever you are, in the Twin Cities and Chicago and all that. But no, yeah, that's really cool. Frank O, you're just like, I'm gonna pay homage to Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I love Frank Ocean. Great guy.
Yeah,
I don't know him, but
yeah, neither do
amazing music. Beautiful voice. So
yeah, I have to listen to him more, but I do I did like this like mashup of like a Billie Eilish song and Thinking About You.
Oh yeah.
Or that song.
Classic.
Mhm. And so like as far as the Love Channel goes, where does that come in?
Well, I kind of just wanted to start playing with the band because before I was playing solo with tracks and stuff. And I was like, I've always wanted to be in a band. I just didn't really know how to go about doing it. Just over time, I started playing like as a solo musician, but with a band. And I think at some point, the band kind of like started having a lot of say in what was going on. And really, the band is everybody's creativity sort of coming together, and that's what makes us our thing. Yeah. And I just felt like they deserve a little bit of a recognition, and like by having their own name.
That's cool. Yeah.
And I mean, because they're the Love Channel. Like it's like I feel like I think of it more like it's more of a collaboration between like me and the Love Channel. Yeah. But I'm still like part of the Love Channel, and we're
Yeah.
still like a unit. But it's just like they're a completely solid group of musicians who can exist and stand by themselves, like
Wow.
independently. And that was kind of like the goal of having it in the first place, was
Yeah.
like not just create something that is solely focused on improving and moving me forward, but like I was like, this is like an amazing group of musicians, and they really deserve to have their spot and
Yeah.
shine. So
That's really cool. Yeah,
they have a name.
they have
I
a
love Channel.
name.
So
Because I noticed that they have like their own Instagram
yeah.
and Spotify, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's really cool. So wait, so on their Spotify, do they have like their own music, or is it your music like collectively together?
So on our Spotify's, we have, whenever we release something together, it's like Vinny Franco featuring the Love Channel, or like Love Channel featuring Vinny Franco.
Oh, okay.
We're still like trying to like work out some of the like the branding kinks, but for the most part, yeah, for the most part it's two separate brands that like are kind of just like a little bit synonymous, but still can like, you know, stand by themselves. So that's the goal. Yeah.
So can you list the names of the people in the Love Channel?
So we got Nevaeh Chapman on guitar,
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Edwards on drums on the kit, and then we have Tyler Trenhale on bass. Tyler Trenhale rips on the bass. You're going like dump 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 dump. And then we got Livy Lee on the vocals, Charmaine on the vocals, Braden Williams on the trumpet, Matt on the saxophone, Wes on the keys, me on the vocals. I think that's everybody.
I think so.
Oh my god! If I miss somebody, oh my god!
No, literally, Nevaeh said the same thing, but I had her list like 3 bands, however many bands she's in, and she's like, I really hope I don't miss anyone. She got it. So I think you got it too.
Good.
How many people did you just say though? Like,
dude, that's exactly what I should have been counting. But yeah, we got 9 people in our band. So
nice. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of people. How do you like have everyone shine in the moment when there's 9 people on stage?
Well, on stage it's easy.
Okay.
Because as long as everybody's like locked in
True.
and just really feeling the music, that's what matters. Yeah. I mean, I think just off the bat, everybody that joined the band has been like just already good with stage presence.
Oh, good.
And even if they're not like super energetic on stage, they're definitely like a spectacle. Like everybody has something going on, and I think like us on stage is just endlessly novel, you know?
Yay.
Like there's something to like look at, and you can like look at the next person, like, oh, they're doing something interesting too, man. It's like TikTok.
I had a single. I was listening to your latest single, and it was called It was Purple. Hold on.
Oh, you don't want to be lonely?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the way that you write parts that are like very like difficult, and you make it so nice to listen to. How do you go about writing that kind of thing?
Like difficult as in
Like the way that, or specifically talking about the vocals. That's what I was listening to.
Okay.
That's what I listen to naturally.
Because you're a vocalist.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I'm the same. I do the same thing.
Right.
So.
And so like in this song, like you're kind of like continuously going higher.
Yeah.
And like it seems like you're gonna stop at maybe this point, but you go that next step.
Yeah.
So how do you make those decisions in the studio and everything like that, and writing the songs?
I mean, I just like I think I kind of stick to a really, typical format when I'm writing is like there's a build.
All right.
And I had this one teacher at SPCPA. Her name was Isla Raleigh. She's so dope. Love you, Isla Raleigh.
Shout out.
And she's a doctor now. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah. So I remember one time she said, yeah, the songs move along by getting louder or higher. And so I try to start low and smaller, like a little bit like more hushed, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I have like more nuanced lyricism at the beginning of the songs, and then more powerful, impactful words towards the end of the song.
Okay.
And then I try to complement that by keeping it chill at first and then trying to show off at the end of the song.
Nice. Okay.
And yeah, I think I have like a range and like voice type that really lends itself to that really well. So
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, a lot of it just feels natural. Like when I feel like the song is building, then I'll just naturally start singing in different parts of my range, and
Okay.
because I feel like I have more power when I'm like really high than if I'm like in mid range or like
For sure.
low head voice or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And yeah, I think, I don't know if it was My Boo or like one of the other songs, but yeah, I was noticing your deeper range too.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have very good range.
thank you, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to like really hone in on it because, I mean, I have a really wide range
Mm-hmm.
and so many different registers, like different ways of different registrations. And it's always like boggled my mind for so long how all of it fits together. And I'm really like finally coming to a point where I can use my voice in a way that I can feel natural and I know how to work every different little bit of it.
Good.
But that's taken like years to do. Oh my God. I'm still not even where I want to be, but
Can we talk about your voice lessons or?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Who's your voice teacher?
Anai Primo.
I knew it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I kind of figured because I was working with Elism for a while, and they told me about her, and I just heard that she's great. So
yeah. I mean, she's a masterful teacher. Like she's amazing. She's so supportive, and it's like when she just understood how my voice is working like immediately off the bat, and I was like, finally.
No, for real, yeah.
Did you at McNally Smith, like what kind of voice lessons were you taking? Was it classical or like what was going on with that?
It did start classically, and I will give my props to Jennifer Parker. She was my
Jennifer Parker. I love Jennifer Parker.
Isn't she amazing?
Dude, she was my voice teacher for like a day.
A day?
Yeah,
what do you
dude.
mean? Where were you?
I took one lesson with her, and she was like, Vinny, like, it was so much fun, but I'm so booked. You got to go to this other teacher.
Aww.
I was like, oh, Jenny.
Oh, wait, because she used to work at SPCPA. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then her husband worked there, and then he brought me, and that's how I got there. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean Parker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, but what was that question? Oh, yes. I worked with Jennifer Parker for, the year and a half that I was there, and she really helped me understand my voice, like you were saying.
Yeah.
And I still use her warm-ups till this day, and it was more on the classical side.
Mm-hmm.
But I started a band there, and she was helping me with that music.
Great.
And she made me feel better about writing a song that was harder for me at the time.
Yeah.
Because I was very new at being a band leader. I was just using my voice in a way I'd never used it before.
Yeah.
And
Like how?
Just like so I thought, when I was 18, I thought I was gonna do R&B.
Yeah.
But what I started off doing was like more rock and roll. So it really like made me harden my voice. Like I never thought I was gonna do rock music necessarily, but with the instruments I had, that's the way it went. And like the people I was around, they're just like, no, let's write this kind of music. And I was like, okay. So now I'm writing R&B music. So it's really weird how that happened. But I was like writing all these notes that were like supposed to be in the chest voice. Then I didn't know how to do all that shit.
Yeah. So how do you think like diving into rock music like influenced your R&B writing?
Oh my God. I think it makes it more exciting in a way, like, because the music I write doesn't like stay in a certain genre, and I feel like it's cool that I have like different chocolates of different sounds.
Chocolates of sounds. Yeah, I hear you.
Thank you. So the R&B music that I'm making right now isn't gonna sound like necessarily all the way R&B. It's gonna have different elements of sounds that I've learned over the years.
Okay, that makes sense.
Thank you.
How would you describe your music?
I would say like eclectic in a way, but like I don't know. It's very much so just whatever I'm feeling. So I want to say charcuterie board.
Like
cheeses, because I like cheese.
Yeah,
but
solid. Heard.
I would say R&B, rock, and pop.
Yeah, totally.
That's usually what I say.
Okay.
And it's kind of funny because everybody thinks I'm a jazz artist because Jazicality.
Yeah.
But it's just my name and musicality plus personality.
Do you like jazz music?
I do. I love jazz music.
Good. Hey.
And now I do have elements of that because of Kevin Gamble and Sam Klein and Ian Mattupang and Keys Williams and all the people that I've met along the way. It's really cool.
Totally, yeah. I feel that. I feel like having just some jazz people in like a group just like makes it a little bit jazzy. You know what I mean? Like immediately, just if, like the way that they play, the way that they like hear different things.
It's so inspiring.
It's cool, man. I be looking at jazz musicians and I'm like, okay, heard.
Right.
Like every time I go see like some jazz, I'm like, damn, I wish I could play those instruments as good as they're playing them.
Yes.
And I've always loved jazz voice, but I never, never got super into it like that. Have you like ever dove deep?
I think, what is it called?
Dove deep. Did I say that right?
I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
Dived deep.
Have you ever dove deep? What the
Dived.
fuck? What are you doing to me, bro? I would usually know this shit. My mom's a teacher. What are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm like, she's gonna be like, she's gonna know the word. But have you ever dove deep? Devin? We're gonna say Devin. Just kidding. No, literally. But yes, no. I have a really huge respect for jazz musicians and the way they scat and everything. I think it's a really technical genre, and I love what you can learn from that.
Yeah.
And like, I know people like don't always like classical music, but I think you can learn so much and bring it to something else because it's so difficult. So
you're right. My thing is like when I was in SPCBA,
yeah,
I remember we had this teacher and he was absolutely amazing. His voice was, I mean, he was like a dramatic baritone, and he had just left the Metropolitan Opera to come teach at SPCPA.
Love that.
And his voice was absolutely astounding. I was just completely flabbergasted the first time I ever heard him.
Gabberflastic.
And I just remember I remember after I heard him sing, I was like, I want to be an opera singer so bad. But they were selling us this like lie that if we learned how to be like have perfect classical vocal technique, that we'd be able to sing anything.
That's what I believe. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, there's truth to it. There's truth to it. Like being able to understand and control your voice at every part of your range and know exactly how and why you're doing everything is very important. But I'm like, there's like, you can't just like be perfect at classical music and then expect to like go kick it and sing R&B perfectly.
You're right, because
like you need to. Sorry.
No, you're fine. No.
You need to like dive deep. You need to like absorb it and be around it. You know what I mean? You have to like internalize the style and the culture and the history of the music to like really be able to work it. So work it. Bastard, make it.
I will say that is very true. The only reason that it would probably be different for me is because I was around it. You know what I mean? It depends on who you are, like for sure. Because like I agree with what you're saying, because if you haven't been listening to R&B music like that and you just go into it and you're expecting to sing like friggin' Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, it's not gonna happen. But like, so like I feel like if you learn how to study something, and it doesn't necessarily have to be classical music, it's good to like know your body. Yeah. And then that's such a good point. Yeah.
Like you think that if you learn how to study something, you can go and study other things more effectively
and like know it better. Because like, for example, and this doesn't have to do with music necessarily, but like I said, I've worked 10 jobs, and like if you do a job that's similar to another one, but it's like in a different area, it's easier.
That makes sense. Yeah, totally. Yeah, like you can be a salesman anywhere if you like a salesman in one spot. That makes sense.
And it doesn't necessarily work with it, but it kind of does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are weird things though. Like I was thinking, I had a friend showing me this coloratura soprano like riffing on some classical music on like some Baroque era like opera. Okay. And this guy was like, these runs? Literally, he was like, D'Angelo's doing these runs too.
I love D'Angelo.
And I'm like, bruh.
You're just like, what you talking about, bro?
Man's put on the Baroque era opera and then D'Angelo, and was like, this is the same thing. And low key, it kind of was. I was like, okay.
Because it's like has to do with like your vocal shape and like the timbre that you choose to use. Like, what if it's all just the same, but it's just the way that we're shaping our mouths?
Yeah, that's
and, like,
valid.
using our breath.
That's so much of it. I will say though, when I was taking classical voice technique at Augsburg University, I feel like I have this like really beefy low end on my voice. So every classical teach.
How did you know I was laughing? You didn't even look over me. I was thinking when I was like accidentally doing it. Anyway, back to you.
Back to you. But yeah, so like I always had voice teachers trying to like get me to like bring my barrel of like chest voice like all the way up instead of like getting up there and then like lightening and then like you actually have access to these. And I mean, I have a very like deep and like large like timbre.
Did you just hear the way you resonated with the snare?
Oh my Lord.
Deep.
But yeah, I mean, I had this one voice teacher that showed me a different way and then like opened up this entire range of different placements or whatever in my voice. And then like I realized like I can't even sing super deep. Like I've never been that. I have like a very like high baritone range.
Okay.
But I just have like a weird ass, like just the way I talk, you know? It's just, I just be talking like this.
And is that your real voice?
I don't know, man. Sometimes I think about that. But then like, but I think about this too. Like we all shape our voices based on how we want to be perceived in the world, you know?
Yes.
You know?
Yes, sorry. It was a moment for you and I. Like, it was like this, like, well, this isn't a word, but epiphanic moment for you and I. Was just like, yes, that's true. But you were like, right?
Right? No. Yeah, I mean, we all like shape our voices and craft it to like fit our persona that we're trying to like, you know, convey, whatever. Hello.
No, but that I really I relate to that because that's why I do the deep voice thing. Because when I get nervous or if I feel funny or whatever, I do the deep voice thing. Or like if I don't know how someone's gonna take what I'm gonna say, I do the deep voice thing.
Yeah.
Or like I'm regularly like this. I don't know if I talk higher when I'm nervous. It depends, bro. But like,
I hear you.
Yeah. So I agree.
No, yo, this is. Oh my God. I be going on this spiel like every other day. I swear to God, but. So yeah, like it's so what is it? Whatever. It's your voice is so it just represents you as a person so much.
Yeah.
Everything about it, like, and it's influenced and molded by everything you go through throughout your life. So like people will have like responses to trauma that will like change the way that they speak.
Wow. Or
they'll like try to come off in a certain way and then they'll speak in a certain way.
Yeah.
And then so like but learning how to use your voice to sing on like in every part of your range and stuff and like unlocking these different places in your voice.
Yep.
You have to like be able to understand why you're doing this.
That's true.
And you have to like unpack a lot of stuff to like be able to use your voice in different ways. Because like we all have our habits that we've developed over our lives because of our trauma and our and, like living. And I'm like, you know what I mean?
I'm going back to therapy. Oh, I'm kidding. So true. I've never heard anybody explain it that way, but it's very true.
Yeah. Man.
Wait. Oh God.
Hey,
I was out there for a good minute. It's okay. He's like, oh my God, no, not on national television. Hi, Mom.
Television.
It's fucking right.
I love voice.
Voice is really cool.
Yeah, dude.
I had someone ask me, well, sometimes I have people ask me questions about it, and it's really cool. I'm just like, I'm a voice person. I'm a vocalist. It's cool.
It's so in depth, like. I feel like a lot of people don't really like people that just start singing or something. I don't want to like upset people by saying this, so maybe I shouldn't say. No, but no, I feel like people don't like really give it like the space that it needs to like really develop, you know. like I think a lot of people think like you're either good to start or you're just not good, and I feel like anybody can get really good at voice and singing if they just like understand what they're doing wrong and then like take steps to fix it. It's just like any other instrument.
I agree with that. I do.
How did you get into singing though, like for yourself?
I don't even know how to answer it without saying I was born this way. You know what I mean?
Nice, yeah.
Because I was in first grade and I dressed up as a singer for Halloween, and my mom doesn't remember, but I freaking did. And I don't know, I've always been writing songs, and I got like that validation from my friends, and then I started feeling like I had to do it.
Yeah.
It's super weird, like from a really young age.
That's wild. So
Thank
like
you.
what age specifically did you like decide like
6.
6 years old is so
Yeah.
young?
Thank you. I was just like, this is what I'm meant to do. And I'm not even kidding. That is so weird. I feel like you know, I grew up with my brother, and he had like close friends, and they're still friends now, like, so I guess we've all been friends for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you ask them like what I was like when I was a kid and if I was like writing, they would tell you yes. Because they told me stories like, yeah, you had your book and everything, and those songs were really good. And I was like, you tripping, homie. Like, those songs were trashed. Like, but yeah, that's really cool.
So how many songs have you written like in your life? Like if you could like put a random, like any estimation on that, like what's your...
I don't want to be one of those people that's just like, oh, you know, 10,000, because I really have
10,000
no idea.
songs.
I want to say, actually, my notes, or my, what is it called, my memos, they're endless. So I'll say 500.
Okay.
Give it a little nice cap.
Totally.
What about you?
I don't know. Probably around. I don't know. Probably around. Maybe I don't know about less. Maybe. I don't know.
Where you're gonna be one of the people that say, I don't know, 10,000. Then I said that, and you're like,
No, I don't. I have not written 10,000 songs. At least not
Say it,
fully.
bro. No,
Like
right?
completely written songs. Maybe like a couple hundred.
Exactly.
Like half finished songs. More than that.
Right. Put a little 1,000 on there.
But I don't think I've even written 1,000 songs. Like, no.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to think that I have, but then I like take an honest look back at myself, and I'm like, no, Vinny, you've not. But
Did you always want to be a singer?
I think I wanted to be a singer when like my voice got deep. When it got deep when I was like 12.
You're
I was like 12 years old, and I like woke up in the morning and I like walked in the choir, and my teacher was like, "Oh my God, finally!"
No.
And then I started like singing in the choir, like the deep notes. I felt so special and good. I got a bunch of solos, and I was like, I should really take this seriously.
I love that for you. Oh my God.
And then I did not shut up since then. I have not shut up since then. The amount of people that have just told me, like, Vinny, you gotta stop singing so damn much.
Oh my God. Haters.
Dude, it's crazy. But I was singing at inappropriate moments.
Oh my God. Do you ever laugh at inappropriate moments?
Oh, yeah.
Like, don't put me in a room if I'm not supposed to laugh.
Yo, you guys, Nevaeh's like the worst at that, dude.
One time in first grade, someone said something like poopy butt in the hallway, and everybody laughed, and we all got in trouble, and I'm just like, but they said poopy butt. Like, I'm like, why did the teacher, like, low-key, she was petty for that because, you know that shit was funny, bro. She was my favorite teacher. Miss Starr, I love you.
That's sweet.
Thank you.
So you've done substitute teaching, right?
I have, yeah.
Have you done like...
How did you know that, though?
You told me.
I never said it was subbing. Did I say
You
subbing?
said you subbed at SBCBA earlier.
Reroll the camera.
We had to re-roll.
Maybe I did fucking say that. Anyway, but yeah, I did.
So, what kind of like teacher are you when you're a teacher?
So I was a sub, but I also did have like a class, and then I had 2 classes the next year. So I was doing a music theory class and then a keyboarding class.
What kind of like, how do you behave like as a teacher?
I'm so goofy. I can't even lie. Because everyone, this is what happened to me. I go in there with my little red braids, and everybody's like, you know who you remind me of? Ariana Grande.
Really?
Like, and yeah, I did the best I could, just be like, give them tips about singing and everything.
Yeah.
And just like try to help them with their projects. The first year was harder than the second year, but the second year I was kind of like more acclimated and more organized with what I wanted them to learn. So I knew it was going to take a little time for them to really get the music theory.
Yeah.
And so I would like kind of do like some repetitive material, but then I would take them to the next step. And we mostly just like had fun. I was like, you know, it's high school, music's supposed to be fun. Let's see what you got.
Yeah. Did you go to SBCPA?
No.
Oh man. Huh.
Doesn't it seem like I did?
You do, yeah. Like I can, yeah.
Because I taught there. It's like so funny. Like when somebody's like, "Oh, I went to SPCPA." I was like, "I taught there, but aren't you like 5, bro?"
That's
So.
funny. So is this like your space? Is this all your equipment?
Not all of it. So that's Kevin Gamble's equipment over there. Everything that's like a piano and everything. And then Sam has his drums there. Do you know Sam?
I don't think I met Sam personally.
Oh, okay, well, he's my fiance and he's my drummer of my
Okay.
band, and yeah. And then this is my section with the beanbags and everything.
It's lovely.
Thank you.
It's lovely. I love this little poster you got.
Thank you. I made it with Sharpie.
I love it. So what is why did you start the podcast? Like what was the motivation?
Yay! I couldn't find my like place in the, you know, the scene, and I didn't want to just be like, hi, talk to me. I just couldn't figure out how to like make my way in there. So I like met people here and there.
Yeah.
And I like gauged people's interest of if they'd want to like be on the podcast, and they said yes.
Yeah,
And
dude.
I was like, huh? Me? So I when they said yes, that really gave me like the boost I needed. And I was
Totally.
like, and like this is like a really cool way for me to meet people and like have a conversation, and like, and there's like really stuff to talk about, like music and like what's been your experience. So I started it to meet people.
Okay, that's cool. That's a great way to meet people.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody loves going on a podcast.
And like the fact that you guys wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Why'd you want to be on the podcast?
Why did I want to be on the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it looked like fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's not a lot of opportunities like as a musician just to like talk to somebody. You know, like
Okay.
like I feel like it's always like you're performing for people.
Right.
But I'm like I feel like being on a podcast just lets people know how you're actually behaving in your day-to-day life. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
You know? So hopefully y'all don't think I'm crazy or toxic. Or
No,
do you?
literally. Like, and I do love this show for that too, because I've been on radio shows.
Yeah.
You kind of get like a little portion of getting to talk, but like you said, like when I'm thinking of Musicality Mondays, I'm like, but we like get deep into it. So like,
Yeah, truly.
Yeah. And I love that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Thank you.
There's so many ideas that people want to share. Well, everybody has a purpose and reason why they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always super deep, especially for musicians. Like there's a reason that they're there. Everybody has something to talk about. And I feel like, you know, their thoughts and their motivations and their values and stuff, they deserve to like be perceived, and like they need to be given light. Like for themselves, just like, you know, process what they're thinking in their mind on like a platform like this.
Yeah.
But also like for other musicians, it's good to like be able to hear what your peers are doing
Mm-hmm.
and why they're doing it. And then, yeah, I don't know. It's valuable.
Thank you so much for what you just said. That was valuable.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, oh my God. Now I like understand even more.
Totally.
You know, because like this show has been like very special to me, but like to know that it can like make someone else feel that way, and like everyone who walks through that door, it's like it's been a really good experience. So
Good.
yeah, and like to put this on my YouTube channel and like to have people watch it is really cool too.
Yeah, totally, dude. This is
That's-
great.
Yeah, that's one of the other reasons I do it, to give people space to be on a platform talking about stuff,
Totally.
and I love it. Yeah.
That's good.
So with that, do you have anything that you'd like to leave the audience with today?
Yeah, trust in your intuition.
That's good.
Also we have a show on January 30th.
January 3rd. That's perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. And thank you for listening on the podcast. Oh my God. Why did I say podcast?
The Podclast.
This is now known as the Podclast. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for listening on the podcast platforms. And make sure you go follow Vinny Franco and the Love Channel and stream their music. Go to their show on January 30th. Where is it going to be?
Amsterdam.
At the Amsterdam Bar and Hall in St. Paul. And yeah, thank you guys so much. We have been Musicality Mondays. Be blessed. Peace.
Be
Thank you.
blessed.
Musicality Mondays, Litty Mondays, Litty Mondays. With Jazicality Mondays, Litty